strength is failing. The end draws near and my time has come. Still my soul will sing your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul. Worship his holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship your holy name. I worship your holy name. Lord, I worship your holy name.
Good morning, everybody. Would you please rise for the gathering song?
Jesus, friend of sinners, we have strayed so far away. Cut down people in your name. Sword was never ours to swing. Jesus, friend of sinners, the truth's become so hard to see. World is on their way to you, but they're tripping over me. Always looking around, but never looking up, so double-minded. A plank-eyed saint with dirty hands and a heart divided. Oh, Jesus, friend of sinners, open our eyes to the world at the end of our pointing fingers. Let our hearts be led by mercy. Help us reach with open hearts and open doors. Oh, Jesus, friend of sinners, break our hearts for what breaks yours.
Jesus, friend of sinners, the one who's writing in the sand. May the righteous turn away and the stones fall from their hands. Help us to remember we are all the least of these. Let the memory of your mercy bring your people to their knees.
Nobody knows what we're for, only what we're against when we judge the wounded. What if we put down our signs, crossed over the lines, and love like you did? Oh, Jesus, friend of sinners, open our eyes to the world at the end of our pointing fingers. Let our hearts be led by mercy. Help us reach with open hearts and open doors. Oh, Jesus, friend of sinners, break our hearts for what breaks yours. You love every lost cause. You reach for the outcast, for the leper and the lame. They're the reason that you came. I was the lost cause, and I was the outcast. You died for sinners just like me, grateful leper at your feet. 'Cause you are good, you are good, and your love endures forever. You are good, you are good, and your love endures forever. You are good, you are good, and your love endures forever. You are good, you are good, and your love endures forever. Jesus, friend of sinners, open our eyes to the word at the end of our pointing fingers. Let our hearts be led by mercy. Help us reach with open hearts and open doors. Oh, Jesus, friend of sinners, break our hearts for what breaks yours. And I was the lost cause, and I was the outcast. Hey, you died for sinners just like me, grateful leper at your feet.
I'd like to lift a concern up for my friend George, who's battling stage 4 kidney cancer. He's in the hospital right now, and it's just a rough patch.
Please rise.
1,000 times I have failed, still your mercy remains. Should I stumble again, still I'm caught in your grace. Everlasting, your light will shine when all else fades. Never ending, your glory goes beyond all fame. Your will above all else, my purpose remains. The art of losing myself and bringing you praise. Everlasting, your light will shine when all else fades. Never ending, your glory goes beyond all fame. my heart and my soul. Wanna give you control. Consume me from the inside out, Lord. Let justice and praise become my embrace, to love you from the inside out. Your will above all else, my purpose remains. Art of losing myself in bringing you praise everlasting. Your light will shine when all else fades, never ending. Your glory goes beyond all fame. My heart and my soul, Lord, I give you control. Consume me from the inside out, Lord. Let justice and praise become my embrace, to love you from the inside out. Everlasting, your light will shine when all else fades, never ending. Your glory goes beyond all fame, and the cry of my heart is to bring you praise from the inside out, Lord. My soul cries out. My heart and my soul, Lord, I give you control. Consume me from the inside out, Lord. Let justice and praise become my embrace, to love you from the inside out. Everlasting, your light will shine when all else fades, never ending. Your glory goes beyond all praise. The cry of my heart is to bring you praise from the inside out, Lord. My soul cries out. Everlasting, your light will shine when all else fades, never ending. Your glory goes beyond all fame, and the cry of my heart is to bring you praise from the inside out, Lord. My soul cries out from the inside out, Lord. My soul cries out, Lord.
is what helps get the Lord's work done. I can't build a house by, I can build a house by myself. It wouldn't be a whole lot of fun. I don't have all the expertise I need to totally build a house from start to finish. It helps when I have people. When I have people, the experts or people like yourselves that are involved in one project together, it makes it more enjoyable, it makes it more fun. I don't believe we're put on this earth to be alone. I believe we're here to be in community with one another. I believe we're here to serve together. The Lord especially didn't do anything alone. He had 12 disciples with him constantly, all the time. So he always had people with him, and he had followers that followed him all the time, wherever he went. So I believe we're meant to be in community with each other. Hosanna is one of those ways in which you can come and serve your community, is coming to Swing a Hammer or participating in one of our fundraising events. To give you an idea of some of the clients that we help, some of the people that represent who we are and what we do, we helped an elderly couple on Friday, I believe, and they're 96 and 97 years old. And they were two of the most, I love old people. No offense to people that aren't old, but I just love old people. And so we visited these two elderly people, and they're both, using walkers to get around, and one is wheelchair bound. And they didn't have any air conditioning. Their AC condenser went out, and they didn't have the money to repair their AC unit and get that fixed. So we delivered two window AC units for them. And the one woman said, I'm 96 and I finally have air conditioning. And she's like, I'm going to live the rest of my life in peace knowing I'm going to be cool in my house. And she was the sweetest lady. We helped some of the sweetest people. So those are the kinds of people we change lives. It's something as simple as feeling cool in your house and not sweating in your house and wearing, pretty much next to nothing in your home. But she felt safe again in her home. She felt like she could live out her days in her house with no problem because she was going to feel cool again. We helped another gentleman a couple weeks ago. He was legally blind, and his living room floor and his kitchen floor were caving in on him. The joists were falling apart and rotting. There wasn't a proper subfloor put underneath a barrier, so moisture wasn't getting into his joists. So we actually went in. He didn't feel safe at all, of course, because he was like, I just feel I can't really get around in my house. I feel like I'm going to fall everywhere I go. And so when we arrived, we ended up ripping up all the old floor in the kitchen, put all new joists in, put a new subfloor in. We ended up putting even a plastic barrier underneath all of the joists so that moisture won't get into the joists. Put new kitchen cabinets in, a whole shebang in his kitchen. And then we were done with the project. We took him into his kitchen, and he was like, can I walk? I'm like, yeah. So we took his hand and showed him that he could walk around, and he actually got down physically on his knees and just felt around and was just crying, tears of joy. It's like, I can walk again in my house. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid that I'm going to fall into a hole in my floor. I'm good. And we did the same for his living room floor. The living room floor was caving in, and we made him feel safe in his home. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to change lives and make people feel safe again in their own home. Another story, I have many stories, but another story is we helped another woman. She was going to actually have surgery on her hip in the next couple days, and so she said, I have a tub right now. Once I get home from my surgery, I'm not going to be able to get in and out of my tub. How am I going to shower? And so we arrived there a couple days before her surgery, and we turned her tub into a shower. And then a couple days later, she got home from her surgery. She gave us a call, and she said, I was able to take a shower, and I didn't think I was going to be able to, and I was able to get in and out of my shower, and I just felt good just to get home and take a nice, warm shower. So those are the lives we change. Those are the people that we help. Those are the people that a lot of these people nobody hears about, nobody wants to help. They call United Way, or they call all these other agencies, and either they're fully booked or they just aren't able to help them. And a lot of avenues turn them down, and so we are the ones that end up saying yes to them and help them come out and swing a hammer. If you feel led to come out and swing a hammer with us, you're more than welcome to do that. We have volunteers all year round that help us get our work done. And then I think a third way, we have the vision, and we have people, but then I also think things. Whether that be you drive to a store and it changes your life and the Lord gives you a vision, or things like lumber and flooring and shingles and a tub, something as simple as a shower pan that to transform somebody's life, or a furnace. I believe that the Lord uses these things to change people's lives, to get His work done. We're just one avenue of ways that we can bring God's light to this world that's so dark. We hear all the time in the news constantly about all the negativity. I don't know about you, I'm tired of it. I actually don't even watch the news anymore because it's just full of negativity. It's full of things that just bring it down. And so I believe that Hosanna is ways that we build each other up. There's no negativity. We like to change lives. We like to bring positive influence into the world, and I believe that's what we do. So He uses things, in our instance, He uses building things to get things done, and building materials to get things done. So if you feel the Lord calling you, whether that be to serve at Hosanna with us in a construction capacity, we have a variety of fundraisers we have going on. We actually have Community Golf. We have community golfers. We have a golf benefit on September 12th. It's a Monday at the Pittsburgh North Country Club on Route 8. Near Route 8. So if you know any golfers or in need of some golfers, we have that coming up. We have two campuses. We have a Rochester campus where all of our main construction headquarters take place, and we have a Gibsonia campus where we focus on the spiritual and enrichment development in somebody. So we have art classes, we have a yoga class, we have all kinds of teaching classes available at that campus too. So we have many ways you can get involved with us other than just swinging a hammer. Fundraisers, we have a canning program. If any of you like to garden, we have a 1-acre garden at our Rochester facility that is full of donated produce from greenhouses. We water bath can everything. So if any of you want to learn how to water bath can, that is all at our Rochester campus. We're about 30 minutes from here, so we're not far. That's coming up in August and September. So many ways. If you feel like you don't want to do any of those, we also accept financial contributions. Of course, we can't do what we do without money. But beyond the money, I want to see your faces out. I want to see you guys get involved if you feel led to do so. But thank you very much for your time. I'll be hanging out after the service for any questions you may have. I have plenty of brochures I can give you to give you more information. But thank you very much for the time. Thank you for the opportunity. And if you feel the Lord tugging you, whether it's through a vision, whether it's a person that you interact with, that you meet, you might meet a stranger, you might be sending a message to you from the Lord, or a thing. It can be a physical thing that He's trying to send a message to you. Don't just let it go. Don't be like the Levite. Don't be like the other guys that passed by this person that needed help. Be the Samaritan. We need more Samaritans in this world that are willing to go out of their way to serve the Lord, whatever capacity that it is, whether that's swinging a hammer or whether that's just when you get home, you see your neighbor, he needs a little help in his yard, or he needs help planting flowers, or just needs help getting out of his car. Little things like that are what really make this world go around and being a good Samaritan. So go out and be a good Samaritan. Amen.
Please rise.
Worthy of every song we could We live for you. We live for you.
Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe.
We live for you. Oh, we live for you.
Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me.
Worthy of every song we could ever sing. Worthy of all the praise we could ever bring. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you.
Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one we could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you.
Oh, we live for you.
Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me.
I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone
3:12-14. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. As a famous theologian that we all know and love once said, go eat cake.